Flosstube, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm the Lancashire Stitcher. This is Flosstube number 12 and it's Saturday the 30th of January 2021. If you're new here, welcome. This is my channel that's mainly about cross stitch, but I do include other crafts sometimes. If you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to see you all again. I've loved reading all your comments. It's such heartwarming comments, and I now have more than 2,000 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you. You know, to think that it wasn't long ago I was thinking, no way will I ever do a video, and here I am 12 videos in. So yeah, thank you everyone. You don't know how much it means to me. So I've got quite a lot to show you today, but first I had a couple of questions on my last video. Carol Harding asked me, do I kit up my whips? No, I don't. I'd have a lot of cottons if I kitted them all up. I keep all my threads in centralised boxes, so I have some little drawers for my bobbins of DMC, and then I have some really useful boxes like this with all the little bags in for my hand dyed. I have two of these, and you know, they've got dividers inside. So yeah, they're my hand dyed threads. I've rearranged my craft room this week, so I'm having to try new setups, so it's all a bit weird at the minute. But yeah, my boxes are just there at the minute while I find a home for them. So yeah, so what I do is, so for example, tomorrow, it's the last day of January. I've currently got all my threads, my DMCs, that I've used on my projects this month. They're in a bobbin box, you know, the plastic boxes with a lid, and then my hand dyed threads are in the project bags. And then tomorrow they'll all come out and go back into the centralised storage, and then I'll get all the threads and out for my projects that I'm going to stitch on in February and put them in the box. So yeah, I just do that every month, so I'm just reusing them, but it works for me, so yeah. Anna Wilson asked me, where can you get Alice in the UK? This is Alice by OTM. I bought mine from Arts and Designs, so I'll put a link down below for them. But I'm sure there's other places that have it as well. Maybe Peakside Needleworks have them, or Lakeside. So right, I'm going to show you some fully finishes. I've got some whips that I missed off from my whip parade, and then I've got my whips that I've been stitching on. So fully finishes. On the marathon weekend last weekend, I stitched on Merry Little Christmas by Shepherd's Bush, and it was almost finished when I'd stitched on it for 3 hours over the weekend. So on Monday I finished it off, and then on Tuesday I fully finished it. So there we are. It's been laced onto a piece of mount boards with some wadding, and then put in this nice little tray that I got with the chart from Nimble Thimble. So yeah, I love that. It's really cute. So that's probably going to go away in my Christmas box, ready for next Christmas. So yeah, I've rearranged everything, so now I've no table to just dump stuff on here, so it's over there now, so I'll have to stretch over. My next fully finish is Small Things by The Drawn Thread. Pardon me. I actually finished stitching this during lockdown number 1 last year, and then I finished it this weekend into a flat fold, a mounted flat fold. I used Vonna Pfeiffer's tutorial, and then I've also made my own cording, again using Vonna's tutorial, and then I put a little bow there with a little mother of pearl button. So yep, that's my little flat fold. My next one is the Wild Salter by Hands On Designs. I think I finished this during lockdown 1 as well. Again, I made it into a flat fold, mounted flat fold using Vonna's tutorial. Used some nice seaside fabric, and then I've made my own cording again for around the edge, and then again I've put a ribbon and a button. So yeah, that's that one. And then this one, I finished this during a marathon, stitching marathon last year, and it's in full glory by Blackbird Designs. And I found a picture on Pinterest from Priscilla, as in Priscilla in Chelsea, where she'd done this type of thing with hers. I think it was from 2015. So I had this frame. It's only a plastic frame, but I had this frame in my craft room waiting to be used. So I basically just laced the design onto a piece of mount board with some wadding, and then it's been mounted on another piece of board that's got some nice stars and stripes fabric on, and then I've put the ribbon and some buttons there. It's not actually stuck into this frame at the minute. I'm thinking of getting some magnets so I can change the picture as and when. So yeah, that's that one. So whips. On my whip parade, I said that in Flosstube 10 I showed 22 whips, and then I showed more in my whip parade that went up to 91. But when I've gone to see which whips I didn't show, it didn't tally with my 97 that was on my list. So I watched my Flosstube 10 again, and I actually showed 23 whips in that Flosstube. So I'm up to 92 now. So these are the ones that were missing that I'm going to show you now. So my first one is Dragon of the Summer Sky by Dragon Dreams. This is one of my February Letters of the Month pieces. So it's going to get stitched on in February for 6 hours. And I haven't got a lot done on it. That's all that's been done. This is a piece of Paul Stitches fabric, not sure what colourway. This bit has been stitched with DMC rayon. It's very shiny, it looks lovely when it's stitched, but it's very slippy. So yeah, there isn't a lot done on there, but I am going to stitch on it this month, or next month. That's that one. The next one is Cragside Farm by Derwentwater Designs. Again, this is one of my February Letters of the Month sal pieces, so it'll get stitched on for 6 hours. I've only got a very small start on this, and there it is. So I've got a little bit of the house there and some of the grass at the side. That's all that's been done on that so far. This is just a piece of 16 count Ada that came with the kit. The next one is Lakeside Needlecrafts Under the Sea. It's designed by Doreen Jones. This was in my Acrostic Challenge 1 month last year, and I've shown it before. And I did the octopus. Let's show you a bit better. There we go. So I did the octopus. This is a piece of Lakeside Needlecrafts fabric that was designed specifically for this design. It's called Under the Sea. So yeah, that's all that's been done on that so far. The next one is Cappuccino by Mill Hill. I've started stitching on this as part of Mill Hill Mondays. So yeah, I've only stitched on it one day. I'll put the thing at the back so you can see, and that's what I've got done. I'd already started it, I just carried on with it last Monday. So yeah, happy with that. Love the colours, this orange is lovely. So yeah, that's that one. And the last one of my old whips is the Drawn Threads Little Lamb Sleeping. So I'm hoping to stitch this for my new grandchild. So, due in April, so I'll have to get a move on. Oops, that's right. So this is being stitched on some banding that I got from the Cross Stitch Guild. and I'm stitching it using DMC, called for DMC threads, but the pattern says to stitch it over using one thread, but I'm using two. I didn't like the look of it with one, so I'm doing with two DMC threads. Okay, so whips I've worked on this month, or this past 2 weeks, oh no, this past week and a bit really, because I showed a few of my whips when my whip parade. It seems really odd that I've done 2 videos in 2 weeks. 3, so right, first one as always is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. Stitching this as part of the onenationsal. I'm doing 1 star and 1 stitch a week, and I stitched on it during my marathon last weekend, but I'm gonna have to do more on it. I think I'll have to put it into my acrostic challenge at some point just to catch up with all the lines and things. So I did Kansas and West Virginia this last 2 weeks, so happy with that. It's getting really big, but it does still fit in the screen, I can see. So yeah, I really need to catch up with the lines because I'm getting behind with them. That's that one. The next one is Temperature Typography by Stitching Mommy. Bought this on Etsy, and I'm stitching on this every day. I look at the highest temperature from the day before, and then I do the corresponding colour, and that's what I've got done so far. I've only got 2 more days to do on January, and then that's that month finished. And we've actually got some light green in there. The temperature went into double figures at some point. I think like the highest it's been is about 11 degrees Celsius. So yeah, getting some nice colours in there. My next one is Cha Cha by Heritage Designs. Stitching this as part of One Strand a Night. It's a Facebook group. I'll put a link below to it. So I do 1 strand a day, and it's growing, definitely growing. Something like my hair, definitely got lockdown hair at the minute. Where's it gone? It's there. It's because it's still in my Q-snap, that's why it is. I keep it in my Q-snap so it's just ready to stitch on every day, and with it being a kit, all the threads are already there, and that's what I've got done. I haven't got a board to put behind today because I've been doing some finishing, so I haven't got any board left. But yeah, I'm sticking to stitching on a dress at the minute. I thought I'll finish a dress and then move on to maybe a skin, but you know, I try and pick a different shade of yellow every day. But yeah, I'm loving how it's coming out. It's really growing really well, so yeah, I like that. Put that back down there so I know where it is. My next one is I Am a Stitcher by Cherrywood Design Studio. I only finished stitching on this last night as part of the acrostic challenge. I did 4 hours on it, as like I always do. And I'm loving the colours in this. This is being stitched on 28 count, I think it's 28 count Morning Mist by Paul Stitches, and that's what I've got done. I just love the colours in this. This colour here, which is Stitcher, and the thread at the top as well, is Ginger Snap. I think is it Crescent Colours? Classic Colourworks, it might be. But it's like every stitch is a different shade. It's lovely, really nice. You can even have some red stitches in there. It looks really nice. And then I've started stitching this background flower. Has done a bit of the stem there at the bottom. So yeah, I love this design. I'm stitching on this again in February. My next one is Calendar Bears by Design Works. These are things that I stitched on last weekend as part of my marathon stitching. This was my New Year, New Start, and last weekend I managed to do some of the bear. So yeah, it's quite easy stitching this, you know, it's just blocks of one colour, so yeah, can happily stitch away on that. That's on 14 count Ada that came with the kit. The next one is the Catitudes calendar that I did as part of a round robin. As you may recall, several people stitched on it and then I'd not stitched mine, so yeah, it's been in my box for a long time. And then last weekend I managed to do, I did this red here, it's one thread crosses, and then I started filling in the feet in white. There's a lot of white on this design, so yeah, happy with that. The next one is Amaryllis by Vonna. This was one of my Letters of the Month pieces for January, Letters of the Month sale. So yeah, I did 3 hours before the weekend and then 3 hours over the weekend. And this is being stitched again on a piece of 14 count Aida, and that's what I've got done. So yeah, really like the colours in this. So yeah, that's that done. The next one is Boris by Plum Street Samplers. This was my other January Letters of the Month piece. I did 3 hours over the weekend in the marathon, and then I've done 3 hours this week. The fabric I'm doing this on is a repurposed piece of 28 count linen that you may remember from Flosstube 10 when I showed you an old whip that I was getting rid of called Elephants. I'd lost all the threads for it. Basically this is the fabric from that, well, part of the fabric from that. I just love this. I've finished the letters. There's still some of the little coloured bits in between the letters to do, and then I've done the dog's head. I just love this design. So yeah, I need to get some more of this colour. It's black coffee, so yeah, I need to get that and then I can finish it off. So happy with that. The next one is the 7 Dancing Queens. This was an old round robin. This is from Cross Stitch Crazy magazine several years ago. Don't tell me what year from or anything, so I don't know. But yeah, I did it as part of a sale. I think what I can remember, you picked something from a magazine that was like 6 or 7 pictures, and then people stitched on them. So I did this. It's quite a lot of a dress there. There's quite a few colours in this dress because there's different shades of green and different shades of pink. But yeah, I got that done in 3 hours. So yeah, happy with that. My next one is the Be Happy cover kit, Margaret Sherry design, from Cross Stitcher magazine. And I'm very happy with how much I got done with this. That's what I've got done. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of the hedgehog done. So yeah, hopefully do some more on that soon. Okay, so February Cross Stitch Challenge is there were 2 phrases to choose from again, and I've picked linen threads. So I've picked designs to go with each of the letters from linen threads. Yeah, lockdown hair's driving me mad. Okay, so the first one for the L is lavender and laces, Firefly Fairies. I've not stitched on this for a while, so I thought I'll pull her out and get it done. So doesn't seem long since I showed these, but obviously I've showed them during my whip parade. Right, may have been help, wouldn't it? This is being stitched on 32 count Marbled Lilac by Paul Stitches. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a bit more of this one done this time. My next one is there we go. I Am a Stitcher by Cherrywood Design Studio, which I showed you earlier on. N is Nora Corbett's Fern. I just love stitching on this. So hopefully I'll get some more done on her. Again, I'm stitching this on 28 count Buttercup Joy by Sparklies, and that's how much I've got done so far. So yeah, loving this design. Hoping to get her finished this year sometime. E is my chatelaine Egypt garden. I just love stitching on this. So yeah. So I've actually got the Dinky Dyes colour. It's not the right way. Yeah, it is. It's right. This is the top. I've got the Dinky Dyes colour to fill in this bit now, so I can finish that off. I can fill that bit in with the Dinky Dyes. So yeah, stitching on that next month. N for linen at the end of linen is going to be my Noel by Mystic Stitch. Not stitched on this for ages, so I'm looking forward to doing something on her. How much progress you'll see, I'm not sure, but there will be progress. That's how much has been done so far. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a bit more done on her. I don't know how I'm going to sort the threads out for this because it uses a lot of threads. I might just look what threads go here and then pick them out rather than finding all of them. Threads, so T for threads is going to be my letter T by Christian Crafts. I showed this in my whip parade and that's all that's been done so far, so hoping to get some progress on that. And then H is going to be He's a Fungi by Bothy Threads in the Rendell series. This was one of my Christmas presents and that's all that's been done so far. So yeah, looking forward to stitching on that again. And then E is going to be Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace. So I'm stitching this on a piece of Cotton Clouds by Crafty Kitten, and that's what I've got done so far. Stitching the little girl with a blue dress rather than white, but a white pinny. So yeah, hopefully get some more of the little girl done this time. And then A is going to be Alice by RTM. This has been stitched as part of the aliceisback hashtag, although I haven't stitched on it for a while, and that's what I've got done so far. So yeah, looking forward to getting some more done on that one. This is Pearl Linen by Even Weave by Pole Stitches. And then D is going to be Dragon of Summer Sky that I showed earlier on. And then S is going to be a new start. I wasn't going to have a new start, but yeah, I've got to have a new start. And it's one I found on the internet recently. I saw somebody had stitched this up. And I get the song in my head. So it's called We'll Carry On and by Stitch Glitch. So threads, so S Stitch Glitch. This is the thing in the person in the middle. It's from an album cover by My Chemical Romance, and We'll Carry On is in the song called Welcome to the Black Parade. And people have been stitching on it, you know, because of the pandemic, and I just think I thought it was great, because every time I see it I just start singing the song. So yeah, I'm going to stitch on that this month. So it should be quite a quick stitch actually, that, so we'll see how we go on with it. So yeah, so that's my stitching and all my finishes. I think I've shown everything. Life update. So yeah, I've not been doing much this past 2 weeks. My husband has now been furloughed, so he's at home for at least 3 weeks, which yeah, is interesting because he gets bored very easily. He's used to being quite active, going playing golf, etc., and now he's just stuck at home, so yeah, he's a bit fed up. But yeah, my walking has gone downhill. basically I ran out of painkillers and I had to wait for another doctor's telephone consultation. So anyway, so the doctor has prescribed me the painkillers again, and he's referred me to the osteo clinic in Accrington. So I need to make an appointment to go and see them. He's virtually certain that it's arthritis now in my foot. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes on. I'm looking into starting a finishing service for cross stitch. I've been thinking what I can do, because you know, I'm not working at the minute. Schools are still closed. They're not closed. There are still children there. The teachers are still there, but there's no need for supply at the minute. So I just thought, let's see about doing some finishing for people. So I'm hoping to come up with some prices that I'm going to charge for doing things over this weekend, and then start offering a service to people. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Other than that, like I say, there's not much else. I've been rearranging my craft room. So I used to have my table here in front of me, which the tripod stood on, but my table's now over there next to my shelves, so I can put all my, all my scissors and rotary cutters and everything on the shelves, and I can just get them down as I need them. But then when I'm filming my video, I now have my tripod still on the floor, but hopefully it should be okay. I think looking at the picture, it looks okay. It's just trying to find places to put things while I'm doing the video. So we'll sort that out. But yeah, other than that, yeah, nothing much has changed. So I'll make another video in 2 weeks' time. Not sure when that'll be. Days are merging into one at the minute. But yeah, 2 weeks today, from Saturday, on a Saturday, I'll be doing another video. So I hope everyone has a nice 2 weeks, and I'll hopefully see you again then. Happy stitching. Bye for now.